Yo, what's up, everybody? I was up here watching Nightcap, and first of all, let me say, Shay, please don't flag me. I know you're a big fish, but please don't flag me, man. It's just that at the end of the day, we're all men, and I just want to chime in on y'all topic. Y'all topic was real, and it was heavy. You know what I mean? And I respect it, and I just want to give my little 2 cents. But let's watch the video.
Check this out. Solo maxing, the deliberate choice to stay single and invest time and money in yourself rather than dating, is gaining traction as Gen Z reports spending $205 per date in 2026. Nearly half of the adults aged 18 to 34 now saying being single feels more peaceful than being in a relationship. Another 42% says relationships interfere with personal goals, financial stability, or self-development. And 33% say they are actively avoiding dating to protect their mental well-being. With a dating app burnout at a record highs, and it caused their single night out rivaling a car payment, opting out entirely is looking less like giving up and more like a rational financial decision. Ocho, you talked about this. You talk about this all the time. You got to be careful because it's you lose a relationship. You're like, that's just one less expense that I got to cover. I ain't got to worry about taking you out to eat 2-3 times a week. I ain't got to worry about hair, nails, makeup, X, Y, and Z. And so they say, dating is like rival a car payment, depending on the type of car. Obviously, it could be anywhere between $500 and $2,500 and $3,000. So what say you, Ocho? You agree with this?
I mean, I agree with it, wholeheartedly. Most definitely, especially for those that are trying to reach a certain status or trying to create revenue and better themselves. In a sense, depending on who you date, most of those that you will date and trying to attract, it becomes a liability. It becomes an added expense, which gets in the way of your short-term and long-term goals. Because
Absolutely.
if you got a plate, Joe and Uncle, if you got a plate and you got food on your plate, is the person you're dating adding to that plate or taking away from that plate?
Great point. It seems like in this day and time, you'll see. I'm not bashing women, but I'm just giving a man's perspective on what we hear when women saying things. When you hear a woman saying, you got to do this, I got to go there, da 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 da, I'm the prize. To a man who's not agenda dating at this point in his life, all he hear is another bill. He's like, where's the value? Because if you've been in these streets for 20, 30 years, and when I mean in these streets, I just mean sexually active or whatever. A woman's body, it looks good. You can might even lust over it, but you don't have to necessarily react. So when she comes to you saying you're supposed to do all this for me just because I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, it just sounds like a liability. And it's like, why would you waste your time with this?
Absolutely.
Depending on how much you got on your plate, then you can play the kind of game you want to play.
I'm with you.
Those that are trying to add more to the plate, you kind of want to stay away from that. You can dibble and dabble every now and then. But you have to remember that no one is really adding nothing to your plate financially. I mean, that's what we're speaking on, because that's what, let's stay in context here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you when you're right. If you by yourself, you can really lock in. You ain't got to worry about somebody else's feelings. You know what I mean? You can just lock in on whatever goals you're trying to reach. It's tough dating nowadays, bro. If you ain't already locked in, if you ain't already locked in with somebody, bro, like to be out in the dating world now, everybody lying, man, come on.
And men, we lie to ourselves a lot. Now, granted, I'm older, so most women you meet in this age range, in theory, their kids are probably grown. But if you somebody in your 20s and your 30s, maybe your early 40s, bro, dudes are tired of acting like they really care about your kids. They do not care nothing about your kids. They only want to come by when it's the daddy weekend to come get them. But my point is, when men are agenda dating, men will do a whole lot just to get some butt. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman, she might deal with an abusive man, or just a man who she knows is not healthy for her, just because he got that bag or whatever. Or she assumes he got that bag. Then she found out he worked at the gas station. However, it's like when you stop agenda dating and you really start valuing your time, and like Joe said, when you start locking in, start like, yo, my time is valuable for me to stop what I'm doing and entertain you, and you just got your hand out, I want. Sometimes, bro, a lot of even men are becoming celibate now, not because they on some spiritual journey, which is fine, but they just don't even have the tolerance. The older you get, the less tolerant you get for the nonsense.
Yeah. Come on now. It almost feel like a damn
Yeah.
chat GPT out there. Every answer they got
Yeah.
rehearsed. They say exactly what you
Hello.
want to hear.
Hello. And then look, once y'all lock in, then things start to change. You know what I mean? It's like,
Hey,
hey, bro,
Mhm.
I totally get it though. I get it. I get it. When you're a focused man, bro, and you're really trying to accomplish something, and you know it may take you a couple years, man, you don't want no damn distractions, bro.
Nah,
You don't want no
absolutely not.
distractions. You want to lock in.
Everybody can say they understand and it's okay. I want you to, I'm here to help you get that. Everybody says that, but greatness is lonely. Greatness is monotonous.
It's an obsession,
And
bro.
Big,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. Well, you know what? Lazy people call it obsession because they can't focus on their goals, so they
Yeah.
see you obsessed. No, I'm just
Yeah.
focused. I'm just
Yeah.
determined.
That's heavy.
That's it.
And whatever it is that you're determined to do or are doing, it distracts you from the BS. You know what I mean? That's why I
Right.
tell my son all the time, bro. You're supposed to be so locked in that, bro, that you're supposed to be working on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, whether it's a better hooper, be a lawyer, whatever the hell it is you're trying to do. You should be so locked in on that it distracts you from, okay, dang, I was supposed to go hang out with the homies, or I was supposed to go kick it with my girl, or man, damn all that. Sometimes that got to go by the wayside, bro. You got to take care of you.
Joe, it's hard though, Joe, because you got to realize how focused would you have been if your mom was in your situation?
Yeah, I know, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He go over there and see Range Rovers and see this big house and see all that and see the access that you have. You see, when you hungry, when you ain't got no money, your heart broken, you see your mom, your grandma, and them struggling. He ain't never seen no struggle.
Right.
He don't know what
Right.
struggle is. Struggle to him is in the dictionary.
Right. You got to have something that pushes you.
Life experiences.
yeah.
Life experiences. See, when you can go into the pantry and you can get 5 different types of cereal, you can get 3 different types of bread, and you got water, orange juice, milk, soda.
Mm.
When you can go into your pantry and say, man, how many times do you think your son, Joe, has gone into the pantry and say, damn, ain't nothing in here to eat? Juxtapose that to you, Ocho, to you.
It ain't been many.
Yeah.
Man, I'm growing up like, man, we ain't got nothing. And we literally didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, we had chickens. I go out there and get them chicken eggs in a minute.
Yeah.
And some of them damn near be, man, y'all don't know how many times I done cracked eggs, and probably a day later, that'd have been a chick.
Hey, them damn grilled cheese sandwiches, them sugar sandwiches and all that. That's when all that come into play, boy.
Them days.
Ooh wee.
No, we had wish sandwiches. Wish we had something put between 2 slices of bread.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And look here. And my grandma cooking okra, cooking tomatoes, cooking squash.
I don't want to spend too much time on all that, but at the same time, back to the dating part, it's like I get it. And it's funny to see that whether you rich, I mean, I guess these guys, I'm sure Shay rich. I don't know about Joe or Ocho finances or whatever, but even down to regular people like us, it's like it don't change, bro. And I would imagine there's more stress because people know they got money. So I know they trust issues are really, really, really serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna help them build when they got half an empire already? You know what I mean? So I don't even really like to do a lot of dating videos or whatever, but I just thought it was an interesting topic. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, please of course, well, Shay don't need my cosign, but subscribe to Nightcap. Once again, please, Shay, please don't flag me. I just thought it was a good topic. And I see y'all next video.